declared him the king of the demigods, the leader of the demigods. They bathed him. Airavata was bathing him. Sarabi bathed him. And various kunds were formed from this Abhishek ceremony. So this was one formed by Govinda. They addressed him as Govinda, the lord of the cows. And all the demigods reside in the body of the cow. It means he's also the lord of the demigods. And this beautiful kund was formed, Govinda kund, all the demigods were here. Many of them, other kunds around here were also formed from the bathing ceremony, like Apsara kund and other kunds, Sarabi kund, so many kunds were formed. And here, after the ceremony, after the arti, what's going on there? Oh. What are you doing there? Sudama?
Yes, Mother.
Is that you? Fighting with the dogs again? You better tell him to come inside. Come on, bring him in. He's very humble, he doesn't like to get... Dogs are like this in Vash. Some of these really sweet Vaishnavas. Really sweet. So afterwards, the demigods left. They offered arti. Krishna stood there, receiving their worship, receiving their service, and they left all the paraphernalia behind. When they went back to the heavenly planet, Krishna was satisfied. Huge items, big, massive givik holders, bells. All the items were really big and made of solid silver or gold or whatever. So they were all just lying around on the floor. And after a while, Krishna was a little bored. He wanted to finish it up, actually. He was getting bored with this type of reverential worship. He wanted to get back to playing with the calves and cows. And then the cowherd men came back and were amazed to see all this very huge paraphernalia lying around. And nobody seemed to know what's happened here. So some of the cowherd boys, Madhu Mangal, one or two of them, had seen what was going on. And they said that, Krishna was stood there, and this funny looking man with thousands of eyes all over his body suddenly appeared. And he had this big cow with him, and he started waving things at Krishna and speaking some words. And then this other funny fellow with 4 heads turned up, another one with 5 heads. There was one fellow with a head of an elephant, and all kinds of weird people turned up. And they started all this worship and different things of Krishna, and then they all said some prayers, and then they left everything behind. So everyone's a little wondering, is this really just children making up stories? Or is this real? But this is pastime here. Of course, this is also where Madhavendra Puri came when he was circumambulating Govardhan Hill, and he stayed here performing his bhajan over here in this little pink structure now in that area. There was no structure then. And of course, that famous story of how that little boy came. Madhavendra Puri had a wonderful, let's say, program. He would not eat or drink anything unless somebody brought it to him. He would never ask for anything. He would never ask for anything. We're going to be taking darshan. Someone's going to have to give him a donation for this, otherwise and so, little boy came, and he brought Madhavendra Puri the pot of milk, dude. And Madhavendra Puri asked, "How was this? How did you know I was here?" And he said that some cowherd girls had passed by and they saw you were sitting here and it looked like you were fasting. Because he was fasting and chanting. So he said, "Please take this milk. They have sent me here. I will come back later to pick up the pot." So Madhavendra Puri was astonished and ecstatic. He honored that milk, and like he'd never tasted anything like it before. Something very special about that milk. But the little boy never came back. Then in the night, late night or early morning, Madhavendra Puri was up all night chanting the holy names. And early in the morning, he had a kind of a dream vision. That boy came back and he revealed himself as Krishna. And he said, I've been hidden in the bush near here for many generations, suffering the heat and the cold. I have a very severe fever, covered in jungle, bushes. Please, please, my dear devotee, please bring me out of the bush and re-establish my worship. I was hidden here by my priest when there was an invasion of the Muslims. So when Madhavendra Puri woke up, he said, the Lord said, please tell all the villagers to come and help to uncover me in the jungle. So Madhavendra Puri, when he awoke very quickly, he realized, oh, I saw the Lord of my life and I did not recognize him. That little boy was none other than Krishna. So he quickly went to Anior and he gathered up all the various villagers, telling them the story. They all came with him with machetes and choppers and so on to cut their way through the jungle. And eventually they reached this spot which the Lord had revealed to him in this dream. And there they cut through, and sure enough they found this beautiful, very big deity of Gopalji. Then they carried the deity. You have to give him a little dakshin. You have to ask him to kindly move along. Govardhan ki jai. So then they managed to lift the deity. It was very heavy. Many of them had to carry the deity. The deity said he wanted to be installed on top of Govardhan Hill, so they took the deity up on top of the hill, put a nice platform there, and then Madhavendra Puri began to worship the deity. On top of Govardhan Hill, all the villagers came with various offerings. It was just like the repetition of the Annakut ceremony, performed by the residents of Braj many thousands of years before. And the deity was worshipped here on top of Govardhan Hill. Of course, you know the story. Madhavendra Puri eventually went to Ramuna and on to Puri to obtain the sandalwood and the camphor to massage the Lord's body. So this is a very holy place. So we're going to have prasadam here. Has it come already?
Yes, ma'am, it's coming.
Arriving? All right. So if you want to take a dip in Govinda Kund, you're most welcome. I'm going to take a dip. You have a gumcha? You have your gumchas? No? Didn't bring your gumchas? Who has a gumchas? The ladies, they normally take their dip a little distance. I don't know. Usually ladies take their dips over there, if you're brave. And somebody has found a place where they can use the what do you call it? Public conveniences or whatever you call it. The toilet. Shamananda?
I'll just check now.
You want to ask some of the local villagers if they can use their bathroom.
Yeah.
You can come here, man.